Hello and welcome to the PMAOWL Overwatch League. I'm here, this is Fox M with Fox Macumulus, other Fox M's.
Hello, hello. Got a fox crew tonight.
Excited to see what we got here. It's the Dirtmen versus the Genji Ballers. I know I'm personally excited to see Genji Ballers play. Although it does look like we've got our... Oh, we're still getting teams sorted out, so no problem with that. I am excited to see Genji Ballers play tonight. I know, at least personally for our team, it's also our last match. Is with them, so I want to see what they come out on and hopefully get a little analysis going.
Yeah.
Hoping Dirtman will come out swinging with some stuff and at least try to pull out some strategies.
Yeah, definitely. I think I played against them last night, and I think they tend to struggle when they've got, somebody who's kind of like off on kind of a Narnia angle, and they struggle to kind of like focus down on that. Um, there's just a lot of support that usually goes into Flame Chaser, who's on tank.
Yeah. Dirtman definitely they put a lot of their resources into their tank Flame Chaser when he's playing that. You know, he's classic on the Reinhardt, coming
Hmm.
in hot to do the thing. So they trusted to do his job, and he is very highly ranked. So. We're still sorting out a couple of things here. I'll pop this over for the chat to see some funny in-game chat. They're talking about a ball playoff here between General Dill and Iron Brew, our resident ball excerpts. So, kind of
It looks like we
Suez.
have Fear Logic on tank, if I'm reading that right.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're sending it to you or what, but I think that
Yeah, they're sending it to me.
he has played tank before for them. I think they usually come out on it as a meme, as a meme, but we'll see what happens.
Be fun.
Could be a funny
I
one.
think we are just waiting on the map.
Do they need to just map and coin flip? I haven't seen anything in coin flip, although I haven't been looking, so. Usually they pick some kind of control map. Usually. Not always. Or
Yeah,
like
the Lijiang Tower for the first map is kind of the PMAOWL special.
it is the PMAOWL
Really turned into it.
special.
I like how we made a thing just say like to kind of like mix it up.
Yeah.
You can pick anything and it's still just Lijiang Tower every
Yeah,
time.
people are like, whatever. Like, I guess, that's fine. I'd like to see an escort or like some kind of hybrid map or something come out first. Or,
All
I
right.
mean, don't get me wrong, I don't expect that someone's going to pick push um, or Flashpoint as their first, but still.
Yeah, exactly. Although there have been strategies, I know my team is in strategies where it's like, hey, let's do like this map pick here so we can get this guy on.
Yeah,
Because we have like a specific strategy for it, and then like
exactly.
with a plan to switch it. But like making sure that we have the pick for this game mode because we know that like what was the one we did? I think it was hybrid. So it's like we wanted to do no. It was like we wanted to do King's Row instead of like Nimbani or something like that. So we wanted to make sure that my team had the pick for hybrid, and so we just went
Mm.
ahead and picked it early.
Because you didn't want to have to deal with whatever hybrid pick was going to come
Mm-hmm.
down the pipe,
Yeah. So there's some interesting strategy that can definitely come from it.
for sure.
So you're swapping Liam for Drunk. Okay, where is Liam? There's Liam. All right, so Liam's hopping up first. Maybe a little Widow duel.
We'll see.
That's what he's always going for. Widow and Genji.
Also, Shaka Khan requests that to make sure there's nobody in queue and make sure they're spectating.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So we'll appease Overlord Shaka Khan, even though he's just crying and moaning.
There we go. All right. Still waiting on map.
Might have to change the title too. I forgot to do that.
Yeah, let me pull the stream up so I can talk with all the lovely chatters that we got in tonight.
It's only one person. I think it's you and me.
Oh, the chatters that may or may not be in there.
When the VOD is reviewed. Where is the mod thing to change this? Mod view. Trying to figure it out. Change title. Perfect. Let's see. We still don't have a map choice yet. We're still trying to decide. Unfortunate.
Nope. I blame AJ. I don't know why, but I blame AJ.
I'm about it. I just feel like it takes forever to do this. I feel like Captain should be. I do this
Right?
before I get into the thing, if I can.
Dude, I was almost finished with my quick play game, and then like people started yelling at me to make the lobby, and then we're not even ready for the
We're not.
lobby. You know,
Exactly.
classic PMAOWL fashion.
Got to be 5 to 10 minutes late for everything.
And see now, every time anyone says kings for the map pick, I just don't believe them.
Right?
That's just what everybody says.
It's just a troll
Okay,
pick.
actual kings is where
Actual
we're going.
Kings Row. Okay. Got our lovely hybrid map coming in first.
Irwiner. We have our number one.
Number 1.
And we have our... That's not a... You know what? I'll take it.
Good enough.
Initiating match.
Alright.
All right, kicking off the final week of regular season play before we go into playoffs.
Mm-hmm. I know.
And I don't know about you, but I'm ready for all of it in this Widow 1v1 that's coming up.
You just want to see it. That's what you're craving.
Ready for battle.
There it is.
So we're gonna see Shaka Khan actually coming out for the fun Widow 1v1.
Yeah, Shaka Khan Widow's not something I usually see.
No, not typically. Not his favorite hero of all time, but hey, maybe he's super good. I am excited to see Iron Brew come out on Sombra though. I know he's been playing it a bunch lately and has been an absolute menace to people, so finding that
Probably just out of like rage, just like
yeah, exactly.
it's like I've been tormented so much by Sombra, I'm just like it's my turn to torment everybody else.
He's gonna join the dark side.
Defend objective A.
We traded headshots with the Widow duel.
No kills. You're watching his rolling out too.
Echo as well.
Yeah, another flyer. Or at least an aerial target.
Oh, and we have the first one down. AJ with a cheeky angle through the statue, almost taking out the Ana as well. Just in time for Flame Chaser just to charge in. I guess he lost his Widow. He's like, don't worry, I'll save the fight.
So now it's going to be a little bit of a scramble for Dirtmen. I'm going to try to see if they can get us another contest going here.
Dylan going down down. Not a great pick for the recontest. Looks like maybe just trying to establish the map control to try and hold the choke,
Yeah.
but not actually contesting point.
I think they felt themselves kind of losing there, so they're gonna try to spare their
Stop the
supports.
payload.
Maybe
Yeah.
regroup.
That's a really quick first point take from Virologic. And no fault to Shaka Khan winning that Widow duel initially.
Agreed. Allowed Heroic to kind of pop off a little bit, get his own angles going.
Yeah, it just opens up so much space for the Echo and not having to deal with the Widow. And we have Iron Brew switching over to the Bastion away from the Sombra, and
Blows
I
him
mean,
immediately.
trades out. He picks off the Baptiste. That's not bad, but when you're on defense, getting picked like that isn't the most favorable thing.
Yeah, they're just giving up a lot of space, unfortunately, and now Liam's getting harassed by Heroic.
Seems a little bit scattered. I'm struggling to find where each team is really set up.
I think
You know.
they really are.
Yeah, looks like Fed H kind of struggling to find a corner where they're comfy.
That's dirt. I'm Fat H.
Right. Yeah, that one.
The other one.
I don't know where that
Oh,
one.
Flame Chaser got him though. Got Virologic on the pin, so a lot of space now for dirt.
Joey finally finding an opening to make a play. Oh, with another pin, takes out Zoloft as well with a shatter onto the bug that
The wall?
on the ground.
Yeah.
Yep. You just know he's bitching and moaning so much about Kiriko,
Uh-oh.
even though he was just a wall climb.
Look at Heroic hiding in the back here. He's looking for a cheap pick.
Oh yeah, it looks like Dylan might be looking for him though.
Uh-oh.
They know someone's back there.
He might get picked off. He's gonna go ahead and invest his ultimate to get exploded.
Another immediately. Oh no!
Got the trade that he wanted maybe, but
The window.
come on, dirt.
Zero. Pushing him back. The window's not going to get a ton of value. With Virologic is antied with the coalescence going in. It's going to be really close.
Blocked. Joey.
Excellent block from Flame Chaser with another pin onto Virologic. But again, Joey is inside of the entire team and he gets the nano. He is now the blades of a blender.
Yep. Great plays, honestly, by Dirt. Bending but not breaking.
Yeah, really good. That window was really scary too, but
Yeah.
They did a great job of like backing up, and then with the coalescence to get like another like initial push of forward momentum to push right back.
The purple was awesomely timed and worked out great for him.
Liam Griffin popping the sights here, probably trying to get like a stagger pick to prevent him from pooping up.
You see Iron Brew also up on the bridge there, trying to be a silly Billy.
Oh, we have a little interaction.
What's going on here?
All right, well, back to the Overwatch game. Virologic is rushing onto him, has access to the backline, but gets shattered by Joey from the backline.
You just gonna swing on him? Yep.
Yeah. Joey's like, you stay away from my backline.
Yeah.
Iron Brew is so low though. Joey's trying to hold shield from all directions, trying to save him.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, does have to back up. I think he does. He is able to get out here though. About
Yeah.
half HP.
Just sucks that he's gonna have to give him so much space.
And Vero switching over to the D.Va. Shaka Khan winning the 1v1 again. I think that's 2-0 from Liam.
2-0, at least for their little back and forth.
And Joey wants to get the touch on here, but he's so low HP. Oh, with Iron Brew does manage to get the Kiri, but it's not going to be enough. They do manage to cap with 3 minutes, 18
no.
seconds. That is a solid push. And Vero just continuing the momentum.
I like
Tracer
it.
calling Vero a coward
Yeah.
for swapping off of the Rhine. Iron Brew switching over to the Genji.
I totally get it, honestly. I would also play Genji against
Really
it,
good
but-
pick from Shaka Khan though, killing the Ana immediately.
Tracer does manage to pinch out on a Heroic, so...
They need some way to contest this high ground. Iron Brew does dive in, it gets Lamp out. I mean, it does get him off of
Also
high ground.
low! The D.Va doesn't have the same kind of backup as the Genji's in the back there. So Flame Chaser just kind of punches him down.
Yeah, that was a really good play because to be honest, Iron Brew on the Genji's really the only person on the red team that can like contest that high ground. Oh, he does go down to heroic though. Oh, what a
Flame
shatter!
shatter, LA's
Under the
cloudy.
Widow. Oh, and now he gets to bitch and moan about Kiriko again.
He's gonna take him off? No, he just decides to squish him.
Kills do come through though. Good coalescence from City Owl as well.
Yeah, awesome plays, honestly. Now they're trying to touch their spawn door. This is risky. Funny, but not as funny if you die.
I love watching the D.Va just chase down the Rhine as he just waltzes back to his team.
Liam,
Ooh,
Griffin
Liam with
early
a great pick on the Kiriko.
Look at this high ground again. Decided they're up at the top on the bridge. They did get spotted though. Uh-oh, now they're in trouble.
Yeah, they're making him work for every inch. You gotta respect that. We do have a bunch of ults coming online with the red team. The window is a little bit far forward. Flame Chaser Nano shatters the Baptiste. Gets the kill. Bomb doesn't get anybody.
Heroic
Probably
desperately
used
shooting.
more of an extra lane.
He's just shooting from the top, but can't find anything. Macho Man's got to be careful though. He doesn't want to get assassinated here, like Liam is.
Control that high ground really early.
Oh, they're gonna get the pick on Heroic, yeah. Flame Chaser, don't feed here.
Oh no.
He fed
Joey.
there. Alright, Liam, we gotta
He's
see
coming
it.
up on the blade.
Oh no.
It's a really bad pick though. They really just have to back up and group up. The Ana's gonna go down too.
This is not good, not good. Genji Baller's just kind of steamrolling them now. They're falling down to the trickle monster.
Yeah, no like complete like fight win though. It's just stagger picks and like each team backing up.
Yeah. Joey needs gas, doesn't get it. Trade out a support for a DPS, not worth it on DPS or on defense.
There's the Genji blade. He's looking for the Kiriko.
Fuck.
Oh no. Hey, 0.2
0.2
seconds.
seconds.
Though, not quite to OT, but wow.
That's amazing though.
They were-
0.2 seconds.
Yeah, this was looking really scary, honestly.
Yeah.
For Dirt.
I thought that first fight on the very first point, I was like, ruh-roh. It's gonna
Mhm.
be a brutal one, but good job by them. They
Yeah.
turned it around there for the Dirtmen.
Yeah, props to Iron Brew for retaking. I think retaking that early
Mhm.
high ground on the third point there.
Yep.
I think like if you can't like, you know, work the DPS that's up there out of there, especially when you're like the Genji's the only person that can really do that there. It's just such a headache for your entire team.
Mm-hmm.
Vera's challenging Iron Brew to a Genji duel now.
Ready for battle.
Classic.
All right, no swaps so far. I am curious to see because Iron Brew has definitely swapped a couple times. We do actually have a Zarya change from Flame Chaser, so away from the Reinhardt.
They are gonna go with a direct counter for the tank. Well, I say direct counter. Kings Row does have enough high
Hello.
ground that D.Va can kind of get around. Hi, Mercury Turtle.
We have a Mercury Turtle now.
Oh, hi. I'm so sorry. I forgot I would fill in tonight.
4, 3,
Let's
We'll get you
see.
invited to the lobby real quick.
1.
Please do.
Attackers incoming. Defend
excited.
objective
Shaka
A.
Khan
been a
taking the
while.
same angle. He took that last time when he got Liam. Liam's watching him this time though. Both missed. Lots of missing. We are seeing Flame Chaser kind of push down here on Vera Logic. They are going to open it up a little bit for Dirt. Flame Chaser's damage is just going nuts. Just blew
That's
up Vera
3-0
Logic.
and Shaka Khan popping off on the Widowmaker. Takes out the Baptiste as well as the Widow. The opposing Widowmaker. And Brew coming out on the Reaper now.
Heroic manages to kill
Another
City
another less wholesome interaction
Owl.
between Iron Brew and Shaka Khan.
Flame Chaser are still huge though. They can regroup here. They do have the attacker's advantage. They got the spawn here. Uh-oh. Vera Logic going into the back line. Gets slept. Dirtman's got to kind of get together, get that Genji. Nice job. Now Genji Ballers, they're
Griffin
going to
goes
fall
down
back.
now. Hero is so low, he gets antied. With Iron Brew in the back line, right as the supports are trying to heal up Hero Logic, the timing on that is so excellent. The Blossom to clean it all up.
Yeah.
Huge Blossom.
He wants his pot
Dylan
G.
with the TP, and that was actually so well timed because Hero was so low, just coming out of being antied, so both of his supports are gonna like turn to look at their diva to try and like desperately heal him back up so they can get pressure back on their choke. Right as the Reaper is in the back line, just excellent timing on Iron Brew. We have an Orisa. I'm sad and I'm annoyed.
Hero
That's why
on
children
tank,
shouldn't be
I'm
allowed to
kind
play
of shocked.
video games. We have Heroic switching over to the Genji now as well.
They do love that hero.
Joey charging right through the consumer. He gets
Huge.
obliterated.
Huge Suzu from Zoloft there. An immediate follow-up. It was fantastic to watch.
Oh my. On my end, I'm not sure what it looks like, but the dead body of Iron Brew's Reaper is just like got his head, like both of his hands behind his head, like he's just laying back, looking up at Shaka Khan.
We're going to see the rotation here. Going to the high grounds.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play this, because this choke can be a monster to push through. Hero is totally isolated. Not quite.
They did get a pick early on in this fight.
Joey's just going to charge in again. Oh, with the nano, though. Oh my goodness. He's like, let me at him, let me at him. And Hero is like, no. You stay right
Liam
here.
is back.
Nothing breaks up the line of sight. They got to find a way.
Nobody's getting that turret, man, though.
Force managed to weather the storm, though, for the side of Dirt. Big shatter.
That's a large shatter.
Ooh, huge. A lovely cleanup for by Dirt.
Amber getting greedy with some of these picks. He does have Blossom, so as much as this forward pressure really helps, you really don't want to die here.
You can never say that Dirt has been scared. They don't play scared.
It's very true. Look at Dylan, the Reaper up top, Blue Reaper. He's setting up. Oh, in the window high noon though.
They're not going to
Ooh.
let him push. Yeah, they're just going to
That
try to take
huge
this space.
pick onto Vero. Dirt has this
Job done.
momentum and they're keeping it.
Dylan, no.
Brought down by the McCree. Flame Chaser, though, picks up 2 for it. Gonna regroup, try to pick up Iron Brew, and then try to get around that second curve.
I'd say that's
Making-
the hardest part of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Making really good time though. I mean,
Mhm.
Red Team has to hold this for 3 minutes now.
Lovely shield block.
Fear Logic is so low. General Dill can't see him. With a shatter onto Zoloft.
That poor
No
Zolo.
kill!
General Dill coming down from the top with a fox. And Iron Brew says, I am taking this.
There it is.
What a beatdown. Absolute pressure from Dirt. I'm like stunned, honestly. It was hard to like
Yeah.
watch.
It's solid.
Score.
Now Genji, this is still winnable for Genji Ballers because they did not get to OT on that first first defense or first push.
Initiating.
Dirt definitely did get that momentum and they decided to keep it. Genji
Mm.
Ballers didn't really take any chance that they had to regroup to, you know, stop that momentum. They kind of just kept getting picked off. So
Yeah, and we saw a similar situation in the first round because like Dirtmen were kind of struggling to find a corner that they felt comfortable staying at, just because like just a well-timed pick at that kind of time from the Widowmakers.
I think that just statistics say that whichever team gets a pick first is 88% likely to win the fight. I think
On
that's the
control, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's a little different on the hybrid maps, but I saw that same statistic or that same whatever it was. It said that like winning the first point on basically every map determines if you're gonna win the map or not.
Yep. Well, I meant like if they get a pick in a fight first,
Oh yeah, first pick.
they're 88% more likely to win that fight in total.
And we're back on the Sombra, pressuring the Widowmaker up in the window. Really saying hi.
Some flavor, man.
And Heroic back on the Venture. Playing a lot of that
Chaka on
character.
the Widow. Vero has some heavy presence on this point. Dirt's gonna have to show some presence back.
Macho Man fighting for
Macho
his
Man.
life.
Yeah.
Ooh,
30 seconds.
some lovely picks coming out from the Genji Ballers.
And Heroic is so scary on that Venture.
Mm-hmm.
Just the maneuverability of that character.
It
It's
is the new
annoying.
Doomfist.
I would agree with that.
It's the new Doomfist, and Heroic used to be one of our best Doomfist players, if not the best Doomfist player we had. So.
Stop the payload.
Really now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm somewhat new to the league. It's only my 3rd season.
At least when Doomfist is a DPS.
Yeah, and look at how far back Dylan is on the Sombra. I wonder what his plan is here. Maybe to contest cart, trying to see if like the team pushes up. Because it is OT. All you have to do is like you just have to get him off.
Yeah. He doesn't have
Flame
EMP.
Chaser says, I'm gonna give it a shot. Ooh, a huge
Pressuring the
nade
back
coming
line.
out. City Owl hit all 5 of them.
Yeah,
That's
I
gonna
think
be
that's a
it.
win. Yep, they should win it, maybe.
General Dill, oh, and he
There
goes
it
down.
is. So they
Flame
just gotta get
Chaser's
this
really
kill.
low, but the anti onto the Vero can't sustain through that, and he's dead.
Nice job. Great plays by the supports from Dirtman, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
City Owl, and anti was huge.
Yeah, great job support.
3 to 4.
Claps for all.
Switching sides.
And it is winnable here. That Dirt only has to go so far.
Yeah, with 3 minutes too. I mean,
Initiating
that's
match.
what? That's bigger than the normal first timer, right?
That's pretty significant.
Yeah, it's 45 seconds or more, right? And then
Yes.
they only have to get it just down the little track. So
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dylan stay on the Sombra just to have a little bit of like backline pressure, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Liam Griffin on the Widowmaker. There it is.
yeah,
Just getting that opening pick just seals the deal in so easily.
Even if
It's
they're
a
not
gamble
playing
that he's
Widow.
gonna take.
yeah. I mean, we see it here. Shaka Khan's going to Ashe, so he's gonna try to play more utility to burn down the tank or burn down the group. But if Iron Brew has enough time to find him, catch him, and start.
We also got
pressure
that Mercy coming out on Zoloft. If they get a pick, they're gonna try and res that. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good
And on this
defensive
point,
pick.
a Mercy Pocket on an Ashe can be
Just as
such
deadly.
a headache.
Yep.
So good. There's so many different high grounds, so many different angles to
Yep.
play. Plus the dynamite right over the chokes.
This is a hero that I almost always pick on this point if I'm defending.
5, 4,
I indeed as well.
2, 1.
And we have the May coming out from Dylan this time.
Defend objective.
Your logic on the Ramatra.
Gonna try to punch him down, or I guess they can isolate
Or
him
just-
pretty easy.
They're letting him through this choke pretty easily.
Maybe they're trying to set up for the Shaka Khan play. The Shaka
Joey
Khan's
is totally isolated right now.
yeah, hopefully he doesn't fall. Kind of a mid-ice, but Joey gets the catch.
There's a huge purple on Vera, but it is cleansed. Iron Brew says, I'm gonna take this point and I'm gonna walk forward. Heroic in the back line, creating some havoc for Dirt, and he does get to Macho Man.
He's gonna take out both supports. Oh, not
Ooh,
quite.
City Owl.
Yeah, nice pop off, but not gonna be enough
Ooh,
because
and the res coming out from Zoloft.
Oh, Liam, come on, you gotta get a pick, brother.
It was a good try. May
Yeah,
and
when you
Ryan
have that
in
much
the
time,
back?
it's-
Yeah, you're just losing value.
Yeah, and we have the break coming out from Macho Man, probably tired of dying as the bat to Heroic on the Venture.
I get it. I
They
don't
had enough.
know if Brig will help, but definitely give
Flame
him a way
Chaser
to
in
fight
the
back.
high ground, Presser in Shaka Khan and Zoloft.
He might
How
die
did
for
he
it
get
though.
there? Every once in a while, I turn to the side and Joey is just in Narnia somewhere. I love it.
Maybe they keep it?
Don't ask questions. Oh,
It's General Dill.
poor General Dill. He
Yeah,
is
careful
low
with
though.
the res.
Ooh,
Res is gonna
nice
try to come
trade.
out. Dylan's on the Mercy though. Mercy does die
Hiroki's
for it.
super
But
low.
All right, Dirt's got it secured here. I think. Yeah.
more or less.
Ooh.
Surely.
Flame
Surely not
Chasers,
Shaka Khan heroics.
Narnia plays, man.
No Shaka Khan heroics.
They will have a.
Yeah, they get another
will have a
touch.
kick pass there.
Objective
But they've got 2
lost.
minutes to just get it slightly past the little bridge.
Yeah, they didn't even make it through that choke.
They are pushing up a little heavy without City Owl's support here.
Definitely risky.
I don't hate it, but
Rogue flying over the top, uses all of his coolies.
huge
There it
City
goes.
Yep.
anti.
Oh no, Virologic just trapped by
Ooh.
the
Oh, they're getting clobbered,
Are they
honestly.
going to be able to touch? There's the Tracer.
It's the Tracer! Almost dead already! Iron Brew punch!
Blizzard on point though.
Blizzard says no.
Great job! That's a great win for the
Man.
Dirt Man!
Fantastic.
Beautiful for a showing from Dirt Man.
Amazing.
I want to point out in that first fight, or maybe not the first fight where Joey went through Hotel and he was just kind of like he was so split off. But that
Yeah.
pin taking the Ramontra back into the LOS of his supports
Yes,
was really
yes.
just such a smart play. And the first play of the game here from Virologic on the Diva. It's Diva things. Server admin just gonna dash around deleting people real quick. And that's map 1.
That was a great job, Dirtman. Honestly, I was a little worried there, but that was awesome to watch the comeback. Dribble of War tossing some flame in the chat, just so everyone knows. Says that's crack analysis. They missed. Lots of missing. Yes. Thank you, Gerbil.
We have Drunk Rat moving in to make up for Liam Griffin on DPS.
Danny
Lovely,
Dan
lovely.
coming in.
Always like a good squish. Switch, not squish.
Do Genji Ballers? Oh yeah, they got Chris Helms. He was like one of the first people in the custom lobby.
Yeah, so Genji Bowlers definitely moving some stuff around.
Yeah, they're like, haha, let's go out on this meme comp, and then they got fucking stuffed, so now they're a little bit more upsetty.
They're like, oh
Yeah.
wait, we're not that good.
Yeah. Can't come out on meme comps and still expect to win necessarily.
Yeah, that'd just be disrespectful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dirtman definitely has the work cut out with them. They seem to be figuring out this whole like Rhine Brawl situation. You know,
Mhm.
Iron Brew kind of pressuring the back line and Joey wreaking havoc somewhere in the front area.
Yeah.
But Genji Ballers definitely has a very versatile team. So there's definitely going to be some adapting that needs to be done.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what the map choice is going to be as well. Like, are they going to opt for a ball-centric map now that General Dill is in the tank slot?
It is a good question. I don't actually know General Dill's heroes, so
I think he's also an off-tank player, quote-unquote off-tank player. Like Zarya, Diva, stuff like that. I know he plays ball as well, so... Be this map pick. That'll be the big one. I want to see what Genji Ballers comes out on. Because also, now that Hybrid's done... Well, what joke did I say?
It's not a great bet to ask me what happened more than 30 seconds.
you can't ask me to remember anything. How dare you?
In other words, no idea.
A classic inside joke between Heroic and I.
Oh?
Well, Heroic stood up at my wedding with me and City Owl and
Ah.
stuff like that, so we know each other IRL, but our big joke is that
Beautiful.
Sam is actually he's the comedian. He's actually the smart guy that comes up with the funny stuff. My whole
Oh?
trick is he whispers it to me, and then I shout it to everybody in a funny ear timing, and everyone laughs and thinks I'm smart. So
Well,
that's our
it's
dynamic.
just teamwork.
Yeah. Just feels bad for heroic.
Nah, not at all. He gets to have that reciprocate, like the echoes.
I mean, he knows that I steal his jokes, so. Still no map.
All right.
He's meditating. He's like me. It takes like 20 minutes to choose map. I totally get it.
Same. Me and the turtles are always just chatting it up. Like, what do we want to do this time? Honestly, I haven't played nearly enough for my team to be playing tomorrow. I've been busy moving, and thus,
Not
my
playing.
time in the game has been very little.
Looks like we're
Yeah,
going
but the
to
new setup
Nepal.
is gonna have like so much power to it.
I don't know. It's the same computer, just a different place.
Looks like Vero called for Nepal.
Nipple.
Nepal.
Little Nepal. I don't mind Nepal, honestly.
It's a pretty inoffensive control map, especially as far as
Mhm.
control maps go.
I can agree with that. It's open to quite an array of heroes as well. If you're a decent widow, you can get away with it if there's enough distance on most of the points. And most of the points are encased. There's also some environmental availability as well.
Yeah, I like it because I feel like all three maps like can emphasize like a subset of strategies, which is really
Absolutely.
nice. I like that like you don't really know until this first map is revealed, and you're like, oh, we're going to whatever happens to be.
Initiate
Okay,
the
good. We're going to
match.
village, right? So when you go here, we can do brawl, we can do symmetric teleports, we can do whatever happens to be.
And then flyers also work, kind of.
You know, when I said this was a relatively inoffensive map, I do hate Village. Village is also Village is pretty offensive. And
I
here
don't
we
mind
are
Village.
on Village.
I just
It's
think that,
quite sniper friendly, I will say that.
I don't think people utilize this like back little portion, the back edge of the point enough as a flanking angle.
I
I agree.
I just
I mean, I feel like people don't even utilize like the high ground on the other side.
Yep.
Like I see so many teams that just go main now,
Yep.
like just trying to get that early like point presence.
Round
And I don't
What
mind
would you
that.
consider
Capture the
main?
objective.
Like down through the gates at the bottom.
General
or
Dill is
into
coming
that
out
top
on that
angle.
ball. Virologic is on his regular Genji hero going that adventure. Flame Chaser is
We have-
going to commit both cooldowns into this fight, and Genji Baller's definitely noticed. A lovely nade coming out from City Owl. Ooh, City Owl is going to be the first pick to this fight, though. Dirt is going to regroup in that room, however. Genji Baller's. Ooh,
They
General
caught him.
Dill going in deep. But he is not alone. He does get out. Genji Baller's maneuverability is quite high with this comp that they have going here. Chris
Yeah, I
Helms
will
on that
say-
Lucio is definitely moving them around.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of an interesting pick to play the Winston with the Mei, the Torb, the Brig. The Ana works. The Brig can work. You know, you protect your Ana, which is good into especially Genji Ballers.
But it's like slow DPS with fast tank kind of thing.
It's a little strange, especially on this map in particular, because it can be so choke heavy. And there's just not a ton of like space for a Winston to jump around usually.
Yeah. this
Oh,
is-
we do have that switch coming out from Flame Chaser. They said, okay, let's slow it down a little bit. The Orisa is going to work here. They do have a regroup.
I like the Pharah pick from Drunkrat as well.
I also like the fire pick.
Lots of spam and it's hard to
It's
shoot
definitely
down.
going to get in a lot of pressure, especially with the lack of hit scan on Genji Baller's team. Ooh,
we
Shotgun
have
Con
picks
coming
in
in
the
with a nice pick. Virologic in the
Genji
back,
Baller's
struggling with the
Oh.
Iron Brew. It's going to have to get out. It does pick the kills up in the end.
That's a tough one.
Oh man, that fight started so well too with the 2 early picks. Just couldn't
Yes,
quite clean it up.
definitely.
Oh no, don't chain feed.
Heroic says, "You get back here."
Yeah, it's gonna be a chain feed if Drunkrat gets
Oh
caught here.
no, that's so much percentage that the Dirtman just lost.
Amber trying to. Ooh, got some mold charge there at least.
Yeah, look at the ults. Look at the ults on Genji Ballers. They
Yeah.
have so much. The economy, like those early swaps. Well, they were the right swaps. Rolling out on that like kind of wonky comp at the first one is just is such a detriment to the ult economy.
They're gonna take main. Dirtman is gonna come in, and General Dill's gonna come out with. Ooh, ult's coming out on everybody's. Ooh, stun.
No,
Picks
both
coming out
supports
from
going
Blade. Ooh,
Desperation
look good for-
EMP.
D. It is a common mistake. Ooh, but there is an ult coming out from Venture that wasn't
More.
necessarily needed.
That's just
But
an
I
ult
guess it
economy
is.
issue.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you pretty much have to, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
you're in last fight
Yeah.
territory at that point.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Score 0.
Okay, now on to actual good maps.
Definitely not Dirtman's best showing on that.
Yeah, I will say, like, I think with the team comp, the Orisa was better with it, but I do appreciate the Hog a lot. I just don't think Orisa does very much other than just stand there and not die. And in organized play, you just like, you're pretty much just farming ult and doing your best not to die as, you know, 5 people are shooting at you.
5.
You take up space. That's what Orisa does.
Right.
You take up space and you don't give it up.
Round
Yep.
2.
They call her a wall for a reason. We do have some switches coming out on Genji Ballers and Dirt side. We have
Yeah.
the Torb and the Hog. Let's see if they can get some cheeky environmental plays here.
So this is interesting. It looks like Dirtman is going for like total anti. Oh my
Ooh,
god!
what a lovely
Very
pick
early
on
pick on
Hero.
Girl Logic.
I was expecting environmental, but one good old hook kill is good too. Flame Chaser is a little low there. Chris Helms is going to get caught by the hook, but the lamp's going to come out, and Genji Ballers are going to try and back out of this fight. Looks like Dirtman does take his point, and they're going to pressure their...
Flame Chaser, knocked down and over.
The complete question marks of confusion. I understand that, Flame Chaser. This fight is just a brawl. It just keeps on going, and
Yeah,
Pharaoh's
we do
going
have-
around to that nice flank. Looks like they're going to try and clean up Dirtman. I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to stay this.
At that point, though, you have point presence, so you're just trying to not die
Yeah.
as long as possible.
Absolutely.
They're
That's
going
it.
one in at a time. It's probably the
I
best way you
think
can
that-
do it.
They definitely did the best that they could there, and they stalled it for quite a bit of percentage. It was definitely the right call, I think.
Yeah. So as I was saying, like they're moving with this joke, they went to like total anti-dive, and at the same time, Genji Ballers switched off of dives.
Yeah, straight
so I
poke.
think that was just a little bit of forward thinking.
Yeah.
Flame Chaser making a flank for some reason.
God.
Oh, huge window coming
lamp,
out.
and he gets out window, so you take it.
They're going a little early.
A little bit of a strange initiation from Dirt. They did get the Echo ult out, but
Yeah, hard push right here.
Oh my
I-
goodness. Okay, so it was an initial like. Initially, it was a really good opportunity for Dirt H because you know you like one hog hook and they lamped and they windowed. All they have to do is back up for 15 seconds.
yeah.
But they just
did
went in
get picked.
anyway. Yeah.
A little bit of patience would have done them well. Oh, Hiroka's taking a flank here.
Feels like good ult economy on the side of Dirt though.
Dirt is going to have almost 5 ults this coming up fight. And, ooh, General Dill coming out with these graviton or Vitic Flux. It's not going to really get anyone substantial.
Oh no, Chris Holmes gets Ajaxed.
All 4 ults are coming out from Dirtman, and it is gonna get them the point. Hero taking the fight
with 2 ults.
Ooh.
I mean, maybe Heroic still on point. You guys got to get him off. He's gonna recap.
They're gonna reach before, yeah.
There we
They're
are.
gonna be like, no.
It's unfortunate for Heroic, actually. That's a tough
a big
8-second
stagger.
stagger.
It is a very large stagger.
Yeah, but look, we still have Rally, we still have Blizzard. Those are two
Yeah.
really, really powerful ultimates on Control.
Uh-huh. And all the Genji ballers have is that Deadeye, and Deadeye is not necessarily the best ult to have.
Yeah, combined with a Sig Shields, stuff like that, you can definitely make it work, and this is a good map for it. Zero Logic trying to take some initial point control. PMAOWL does go out, which means he has a free High Noon.
They know that they
More or
don't
less.
have very much poke damage, so he's definitely trying to take advantage of that. Ooh, Heroic getting that nice pick onto Junkrat. Dirtman is really hitting it, rotating really nicely though. Ooh,
Just getting kind of squished in there though.
Dwellers is making sure to clean them up.
Rally comes out,
We're in
Macho
last fight
Man.
territory again. So I think that rotation was actually a little bit of just kind of getting lost in the sauce there, because I think
I do
Junkrat
think
was trying to
so.
contest the high ground, but trying to play into that tiny room.
Flame
with a
Chaser says,
Sigma.
I'll ball, I'll
Oh
try
my
touch.
goodness.
Too early though.
Blizzard cancels High Noon. Both DPS are frozen, but no one's there to capitalize, and that is map 2.
Genji Baller's taking it.
Yeah, the flexibility of Genji Baller is definitely shining there, I would say.
Play of the game.
Alright, we have a Genji play of the game. He's gonna dash around. It doesn't involve a blade, which is kind of neat, I guess.
Just a bunch of pickup kills. Except for
Mm-hmm.
that last one. That last one was just a good Genji play.
Yeah. Dirtman definitely seemed just a little bit scattered on that second map. They just like couldn't quite it's not that they couldn't quite like make a play happen, it's like they couldn't really decide on a play before the play happened to them. There's just a little bit of
Exactly.
autopiloting.
I think that they knew what they wanted to do, but their execution wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to do the same thing, but they wanted to do it in slightly different ways, and yeah.
The name of the game is organization and teamwork,
Mhm.
so. I do love that joke. I have endorsement level 5, so get on my level.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and swap teams and then take a quick bio.
Okay. I'll grab some water as well. But I can still chat while I'm going downstairs, so.
All right. I did take out a bunch of my memorabilia to decorate my desk today, and I have 2 display cases on either side of my desk, and LEDs run all the way along the middle of it.
Nice and shiny.
It is lovely. I love it. Looking forward to staring at my screen playing Overwatch for the next several hours.
Well, at least your move is
I-
going relatively smoothly, it seems.
Yes, I just still don't have a mattress. It's been over a week, and I just have been sleeping on my couch.
Yeah.
Do you have any display cases of your own?
Um,
And what do
I
you
don't.
have in them?
I don't necessarily have display cases for all my video game memorabilia, but I've got a bunch of old systems and stuff like that that I'd love to put up in a display case like that, but most of my money goes towards my aquarium, so
Ah, we all have our own interests and needs.
yeah. My 200-gallon saltwater reef is plenty of display case probably for the entire house. But City Owl loves it and loves that I love it, so good enough.
I would love to see some pictures of it too.
Yeah, I'll have to post it in I made this or something like that.
Definitely. I will probably post some pictures of my desk the closer I get it to being done. I'm still missing quite a few of my Funko Pops, they're in storage. And a few of my wall hangings I need to put up. But my bed has the LEDs on it too.
Always fun to have a little light up bed.
Oh yes, definitely.
And helps when you have to use the restroom at night, if you're old like me. Let's see, do we have a map pick yet?
I
see
do.
anything.
I believe so. I thought that they picked Circuit Royale. But that might have been a joke.
Let me see.
And I think we're still in a bio break currently.
I'm back. They did pick Circuit Rail, and I had already changed the map.
Look at that. Oh,
Well,
my bad.
how
I didn't even see it.
on the mark of you.
Okay, we are R, so we are starting.
Okay.
Up we go. We do have Dirt, man,
Initiating match.
defending this first round. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. It should be reverse. I swapped the teams. So it should be the opposite of whichever.
Oh yeah,
Oh, they're
I've got it
attacking
mixed
then.
up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So,
I'll,
yeah.
swap these real quick.
Dirtman is attacking this first time.
Ready for battle.
I shall change my perspective then.
Alright, we have Iron Brew and the Widow now. I remember
do?
playing when I was playing against them. Iron Brew took the 1v1 with me on Widow on this map.
This is a good
I do like this
Widow
map, but not very many people do.
I am one of those people. I do not.
I think that the thing that determines if I like a map or not is the overall visual of it. I don't really care about gameplay, primarily because playing this game is all about having fun for me rather than the competitive or getting good aspect.
5, 4,
Yeah, that's more than valid.
2, 1.
And I do like the aesthetics of it. It's just the gameplay, I just feel so like claustrophobic. And at the same time, I can't, like, I'm shooting at people a million miles away.
Definitely. I think
Speaking of
Rialto
which-
and Blizzworld are also fantastic, but oh, Flame Chaser going in, guns blazing, or should I say shield and hammer blazing. It's gonna
It's a
get
really
out.
early lamp.
Ooh,
Needs a little bit of top up before you can move on.
ooh. Pick coming out on the Liam.
They're going for like a pseudo double sniper here, even though like the Hanzo is really what makes the double sniper work.
Flame
just
Chaser
moving
yet
right at the
again,
walls.
going in, guts blazing.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness. And see, that kind of a play might work on King's Row. It doesn't work on this map.
No.
There was definitely not enough follow-up from Dirt. They could not get to him in time.
And unless I get this pick to start it off, then Dirtman's gonna
Vero
be
being
kinda
a
stuck.
sneaky.
You see the mace
There's
walk,
a
though.
Zenyatta right for the picking. He's gonna walk right into him. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh
What a
no.
lovely defect here from Vero. Oh, he's gonna get pinned! Oh!
Run down, down!
Rude. He says, Vero says rude. I would
Oh,
beg to
I think
differ.
Drunkrat on the Zenyatta would say call something else rude that just happened, so I
Yeah.
think it's all fair.
Liam is on the Cassidy now. We've got changes from both DPS on the Dirt side, and they are together finally. This coming in fight. Iron Brew is low. He's gonna get picked. General Div backing up, giving him plenty of room, but Flame Chaser is low. He's gonna have to back up himself. They are trying to keep him up, but it is not gonna be enough. He is gonna go down. And
This is the hard part about running a Reinhardt on this map too, because you're trying to push main, like everybody on main, so the Sigma and like some of the DPS there, but you have the support, maybe one other DPS on this high ground here. That's so difficult to get if you don't have any like mobility or range.
I still think this is a great Winston map because it's so easy to get at least to the edge, and then you can jump to the bridge, the most beautiful place in this entire map. Or that'll work
Ooh.
with a hack and a...
Flame Chaser is gonna get General Dill, but it doesn't look like he's gonna pin
He's
him.
not gonna get him.
Ew!
Oh
Griffin Fluff's gonna get two. Drunkrat is gonna go down. Macho Man slow is gonna go down as well. They're looking
Oh
for
my
the Liam. They
goodness.
do get the Liam. The cleanup here is just absolute.
Yeah, and like the long range pressure from the Sigma from this team combined with the Alari. I don't know if you noticed the pylon, but
The pylon
Um,
has not gone dead, like, at all.
And Dylan has tried. I've watched Iron Brew try and get an angle on it, but you have to go so deep just to get an angle on that pylon there, and it's giving so much healing and so much value. And ult charge. Look, we already have so many ults on the side of Genji bowlers.
Ult economy is huge on Genji Ballers. Iron Brew's trying to look for this opening, though.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Ooh, a
That's a...
disrespecting shatter I do see. Blades and
Everybody
bolts
press
are gonna come
Q.
out.
That is a huge sprint sentence from Drunkrat.
Qs are coming out. Ooh, lovely
That's a
echo
break.
ult coming out from their side.
Gaining altitude.
Genji Ballers say, we are not letting you go through.
They got a bunch of ults too. They can just answer.
Yeah, 2 for 3. So technically, Dirtmen did come out on top in terms of ult economy. They have a bunch more on the way as well. So looks like we have a window. We have a Dragon Strike coming up. Dragon Strike could be really good for trying to take this high ground initially.
We have a lot of swaps coming out on their side as well. Flame Chasers coming out on that Mauga saying, I've had enough. I'm going to try and blaze it through here.
Don't blame it at all, especially because now we can at least kill the Olari pylon.
They need to touch the point at least. They're going to be able to.
We got the touch.
Now the window comes out from the side of Genji Ballers, but a hack from Dylan comes through.
There's just fights going on, little mini ones everywhere. Zoloft is low. Shaka Khan's got their back though. Heroic and General Dill are gonna help clean that up.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Minus point one.
I
Definitely not winnable. Maybe not the attack that Dirtmen wanted to see, but really great hold from Genji Ballers.
Yeah.
A lovely push there at the end.
There's so much discipline on the side of Genji Ballers, just like respecting their own kill boxes, understanding where they want to take the fight, and waiting until Dirtmen are in that position to then actually like collapse and clean up.
Definitely, there's been no overextension from any of Genji Ballers except for Vero, but you know Vero, he's on that Genji, he's got that deflect, he's got the dash, he can get out.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Dirtmen are having to use so many resources just to get to that position anyway, just because of some compositional kind of, like, not, like, asynchronization, I'll call it? I don't know.
Wow.
But it's not quite together.
Instead of a wombo combo, it's a non-bow. Non-bow combos.
Non-bow combo, I like that.
Yeah, they're non-bowing.
We have a queen coming out from Dirtman this time around. It's quite the interesting pick, especially for this kind of corner of a map, but I don't hate it, especially since this corner is just so brawly.
Yeah, we do have the Torbjorn and the Genji into the Pharah, so Liam Griffin has the potential to get crazy value on this hero pick here.
3, 2, 1.
It's not gonna have a straight direct healer though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, you can get packs from Brig. It's not the hardest for Kiriko to heal a Pharah either. Genji coming over the edge, right into the back line. It's just creating so much space for his team. Oh my goodness. Joey's just being left out in the front.
Yeah.
Dirtman just, we saw a Genji and then we didn't, and then we collapsed.
Yeah. It's interesting, at the beginning of this is what happened when we played against Dirtmen, is that, you know, the DPS that like is on the Narnia angle doesn't get any attention and just winds up killing everybody, and now the DPS that's on the Narnia angle gets too much attention and maybe not quite communicating that to our tank to back up, and so our tank just kind of gets left in the front.
That flank is just a huge gamble, I must say. It's either going to work extremely well or it's not going to work at all. It's always polar. There's no differences.
All right, the play from Shaka Khan, the Olari.
Map 3, going to Genji Ballers.
All right, Dirtman had a really strong showing this first point, or that first map, but I would love to see that click come back.
I would also love to see that yet again.
I feel like they have a couple set plays that have worked really well for them. They need to like name them. Like, okay, ISO 22, we go. And Joey's just like off on the flank somewhere. I'm gonna pin the Reinhardt into her, like, you know.
That's fine though, honestly. Like, dude, being able to do even that would be super good for Dirt.
Definitely. I would love to hear that in the comms one day. Just 69 rusher, go, go, go.
Green 89, go. Want to see we'll need a playbook behind the scenes at the end of the season.
There's a classic like Overwatch 1 though, having like straight up rollouts that were like timed by seconds on when to throw shit and when to do stuff. That is Overwatch 1 in a T.
I was watching some old YouTube videos that I had posted from Overwatch 1, and it was shocking because I forgot that there were 2 tanks for a second there.
The new 6v6 mode is quite fun. I will say, I've been playing it in the custom lobbies. It is very fun.
I've not heard of this. I will have to go test and dabble
Oh,
my toes in it.
It is very fun. It's got a whole Discord server. There's a couple
Mhm.
YouTube videos describing it. It's very fun.
Nice.
I'm
Please give me
I'm
some
still
links
not.
after.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure if I enjoy it because I enjoy 6v6 more, or if I enjoy it just because it's the old HP pools. So like
Right.
typical squishies have like 200 HP, and so like the old breakpoints are back.
Yeah, because that's what I couldn't tell either. Because like playing tank, I had a bunch of fun. It was so fun playing main tank and actually having an off tank there to like help relieve pressure and actually peel so that I can like make space and utilize my health bars instead of like running away like a big baby and like ugh. It felt good. It felt good to play as a tank, and then when I played DPS, it felt so nice that everything like clicked fast. It's still the same kind of like two tappy type mechanics, which is definitely tough to deal with how accurate everything has become now. But
Definitely.
like, it feels normal. You also have two
Mm.
tanks that can take a lot of space aggressively, which it feels kind of nice.
Hmm.
It feels a little more MOBA-y to me, and I do enjoy that. So.
Yeah, there's a little bit more of that chess game where it's like I'm gonna place this character here while
Mhm.
this character's doing this, and that still exists in the 5v5 environment, but I feel like it's
more
a little
of a
bit.
blitz mode in 5v5,
Yeah,
I feel.
I- that's a
People
really
are
good
a
way to
lot
put
more
it.
glassy.
And at the same time, no one dies.
Exactly.
It's an interesting dynamic.
It's all or nothing.
Can we play goats? No.
All right, we're going to Colosseo. Chris Helms is going to swap in for DPS on the Genji Ballers. With Flame Chaser going to DPS on Dirtmen, with Iron Brew on tank. So I'm assuming either Ball or Zarya.
Match.
And I would also assume Asambra to pretty much immediately come out from the side of Genji Ballers.
Let's see what they're gonna come
Oh,
out
sorry
on.
about that.
I do love me some push. I am the avid push lover of this
I do-
league.
I appreciate Push very much as well.
I guess that makes me a hater because I am a hater of this.
I think
We all
I
have our own
got a little bit
opinions.
of a bad rap early on because there's new Queen Street, and they made the matchmaking
Ready
pick
for
push more often to get like more player data or whatever, but it was just new Queen Street, and so they were just playing Queen Street over and over and over again. I think that left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
I
I
agree
really
with
like
that.
it though. Yeah, I love the way that it plays. It's pretty much just a constant Streets phase, and I love that idea of like the stagger picks, that kind of like environment of like
4,
trying to keep your momentum going each time. I think it's a cool dynamic for a game mode.
Definitely. And the rework on this map especially kind of changed the fun level for me. I think it grew it by at least 20%.
Oh yeah, getting rid of
definitely
the
really
glass.
good changes.
Absolutely, the glass thing
Yeah.
was so annoying.
Why was
Yeah,
the
and-
glass there in the first place is a good question.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and I love the changes.
Alrighty,
at
the Iron
at the
Bear is
second
going to
pick
come out
as
here
well.
on Queen, and they do have Monkey on the Genji Baller's side. Lots of pressure coming out. The presence is heavy from Genji Ballers on this bot. They said, I'm going to move this first. Iron Brew is going to make a presence up front, though. Liam Griffin trying to get in that pressure. Chris Helms says
Chaotic.
hi.
This is crazy. Spy hasn't confirmed a kill yet. It's been 50
No
seconds.
kills
Amp
thus
does come
far,
out, though.
but Shaka is low.
Still not a single
Liam
death.
is one, and he does go down. The first pick going on to Liam, and General Dill does go down too. It is even fight. Iron Brew says, "Here, come here," and I have a presence.
Oh my.
The Dirtman is coming out. This huge, just
Oh my
scrap going
goodness.
on.
He already got it.
That's a fast ult. That's a really fast ult.
Good Viral Logic in the back, trying to survive. They probably just ignore him, makes him the tank. Yep, that'll work.
Just a huge failure. Iron Brew says, "I'm not ignoring you today."
I always forget about Iron Brew's Queen. He's just a
Yeah.
force to be reckoned with on there. I mean, because kind of the same thing happened as we saw earlier, where it's like his backline was entirely focused on the Genji that was behind, but he was still just holding the line, just like absolutely just.
It looks like General Dill is going to come out on this Diva, just to try and negate some of that value from Queen, I think. And I don't know if it'll be direct counter. I wouldn't say it would be.
wouldn't say so at all, because if he gets an axe on him, the carnage, it's gonna hurt bad.
But it is going to be great into
Flame Chaser coming out with the dragons, but he is low.
Yeah.
Both Iron Brew and Flame Chaser are low here. Genji Ballers are trying to pick those up.
I can't get
Hero
anything.
trying to find value in the backline.
There's so many different fights happening at
Yeah.
any given time.
Huge scrap going on. Vero is going to come out on that blade. It is going to find huge value here. Zoloft says, I'm going to move this bot. Liam is in the back. Dirtman's going to have lots of staggers here. And it's not going to look good for them. There's going to get Genji Ballers are going to get a lot of progress here.
It has been almost 3 minutes, and we are just finally pushing it, you know, halfway to the first checkpoint on the other side.
It has been very scrappy this game.
No, I think that blade was just like, please end it. Like, please just let me take a breath for a second.
Desperation ult. Ooh, Liam Griffin has found themselves a Genji. Huge pick on Macho Man. Zolov says, here's a window, but no one is moving the bot. Oh, no,
Zoloft kind of popping off on the kill feed.
Zoloft is impressive.
God, being chased down by the farmer seed.
Ooh, Liam says, ooh.
Liam press Q.
He did, but he also said oof. Quite a bit of trading has gone on in this last
Liam Griff's going
team
to
fight.
Genji as well. Flame Chaser's going to Symmetra.
Ooh, I like this
Queen ult
Symmetra
here.
pick.
They don't have any answer for this Queen ult or the Coalescence coming through. AJ is scrambling to get his beat right now. I just know it.
He is trying so hard.
Uh-oh, he's not gonna get it.
Ooh.
He has it coming down. The bomb kills City Owl though.
Oh no.
It is an equal trade right now. Both teams have 3v3, but Genji Ballers are going to clean them up. That Diva does seem like it has an extra health bar.
Unfortunate.
It's not an extra health bar, just a period of invulnerability. It's like, hey, pause. Thank you.
Okay, now we can keep
Alright.
going.
All right.
Pause again.
And Symmetra, see the beams starting to come out to try and counter the server admin.
Yeah, they're letting Virologic get in their heads, unfortunately, I think.
General Dill has
Watch him,
some
it's so low.
presence here.
Trade flicks, trade main supports.
Oh, lovely sleep coming out from City L, but it isn't in time. Oh,
Oh no, Liam.
I know that I would be mad too. It is a huge scrappy fight going on. There's just fights everywhere. I can't even comment on everything. Genji is low. Vero is back up from that passive, but the rest of his team is just gonna die, and he's gonna be here just staggering.
I'm trying to watch like all the fights from the high ground. There's like 7 things
I'm
happening.
doing the same thing.
Same.
This is
I turned to the left. There's an
terrible
entire other
camming.
saga going on.
I'm so sorry. It's terrible camming, everybody, but I can't focus on anything.
It's just so scrappy.
Like, here's this fight going on right here, and then there's gonna be one right here. Good.
Don't worry, we're covering all of them, just not enough for you to understand. Alright, it looks like there's another fight going on in the middle. Oh, Macho Man. Chris Helms is gonna get a pick onto them. Oh, Vero's gonna overcommit and go down. Ooh. Iron Brew does find 2 and pushes the entire team back, so Shaka does go down to Liam Griffin, and it looks like Dirtman is gonna come out on top for this fight. They're gonna be able to push that bot.
You might call that an overult because you know the clean ult came out before after the fight was quote unquote won, but at the same time you're coming off on 3 others, and getting a clean fight win is so big in push, especially when you have so far to
Absolutely.
push the bot in
And they're
itself.
already close to Blade and Rally, so
We had to make a big regroup to make it happen.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of which, though, we do have 5 ultimates coming up on the side of Genji Ballers.
uh-oh, here comes
Coming up
the-
with a bomb. Is gonna get Iron Brew.
That's not
that
good.
is huge.
It's a really solid opening.
Yeah, Dirtman's gonna try and scrap out this fight.
General Dill just running them down.
Genji Baller says, your tank's gone, we're gonna clean you up now.
Wow. Yeah, and you know, props to General Dill. It's not really often you see a bomb go out as an entry. It's more used as like a second life, if anything.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. That's what I normally use it for myself.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Ooh,
that bomb
Iron
is
Brew
definitely
gonna
like
get caught out, overextended a little bit
no.
there.
Oh, he's getting big healing from the brig though. He's getting
Huge
full
healing.
packed.
yeah, it is gonna push them off
You're
of
not
this,
gonna
so
be
they
able
are
to
gonna
find
maintain this
anything.
high ground.
Blade's coming out.
Blade's coming out.
The Blade's
Blade's coming out.
Tired
Beat Blade is
going,
bitter.
Rally's there. Beat was
goodness.
there.
Yeah, beat Blade.
Oh, it looks like the Genji Ballers won the old fight, man.
Rally is such an interesting ultimate to me because, like, 80% of the time, the Brigitte is just completely invulnerable. You can't do anything about it. And then the other 20% of the time, she's just gone.
Explodes immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge
winner
winner coming out.
Dylan trying to push through it.
A lovely
You
nano
got the
coming out.
nano.
Iron Brew. Iron Brew has a huge presence in their backline. Says, hello, don't look away.
He's got to get a kill though.
He did not.
It's really just a Diva and a Genji just, like, eating themselves into the Dirtmen's backline while Iron
Not being
Brew
able to
tries to
shut
hold off
down.
the 1v3 with the rest
Liam's
of them.
gonna try to stall, but it's not gonna be enough. Is Dirt going to be able to hold this?
For the reckoning.
Ball comes out, only manages to hit the Baptiste, who does have the lamp for it.
Shouts out. They're trying to extend it, but I don't think this is gonna go well here.
This. Oh. What a squish!
Don't worry, the gold kills 7 here. Okay.
Yeah.
Including the
All
mech.
right. And that is a
And
match,
that
my
is-
friends.
Mm-hmm.
It. Genji Ballers come out on top tonight.
Yeah, really strong showing at the beginning from Dirtman, but
Yeah.
Genji Ballers, their team is just so flexible. They can do so many different things with their lineups.
Alrighty, that was
A lot of value.
a lot. All right, it was lovely casting with you guys tonight, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.
Yeah, and all of our lovely people in chat. I know we haven't interacted much with you guys, but I see you guys over there. We appreciate you. We love you. All right, and we're going into this is the last week of regular season play, and then we are off into the playoffs.
It's gonna be fun. I hope you join us.
Indeed. Catch you guys on the next.